Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. This is a loot guide for Lighthouse. This is the newest map added to Escape from Tarkov on the 12.12 patch. And I'm gonna show you the best ways to get loot and get rich. In my opinion, this is the best map for loot after labs. I think it's even better than Reserve because of all the Bitcoin and gold loot spawns this map has to offer without needing any keys. I'll also show you how to get around the rogues without getting shot, where the landmines are, as well as where quest items are, and some of the stashes on the way. So most YouTube videos will probably tell you to go to the chalet or resort, but I'm gonna start my guide right here. The broken house at the west side of the map. Under in this box you can get some industrial spawns, car batteries, stuff like that you need for tasks. Right behind, right here, there are two gold spawns. I've got no roller right here. Right here is a stash that a lot of players miss. The reason we are starting the loot run right here is because a lot of people don't loot the shore, because this is a very non-contested area and you most likely not get shot here. When you come up here on the left side of the map, you should always check these boxes because they can spawn military corrugated tubes. There are around 500,000 right now on the flea market. They used to be around 1 million to 1.5 million when they came out, but it's been going down over time since we are kind of mid-wipe right now. So checking these boxes right here on top of them, it's very good because people usually don't loot this. Here you have a car battery. If you follow the shore to the top west side of the map, you'll get to the docks and the two houses right here. This first house in the second floor is a therapist task. And the item you need to find will be right here, besides the bed. Out here on this chair you can spawn bitcoins. I've gotten that once. Before we go to the second house, if you come up these stairs, this is the Merin Car. The Merin truck key is pretty expensive right now. It goes for around 1 to 2 million rubles. I traded a Dorm's mark key for this. And in here you can spawn military cables, bitcoins, radios. The second house as well. Same deal. You come upstairs, check the balcony. Inside this book right here, you can spawn bitcoins. And usually it spawns a lot of food on this table. If you're low on energy or hydration, it's a good place to come for food. And that is mainly the west side of the map. Really quick before we go to the south side of the map, where we open the truck. If you come across right here, behind this bush, you go down here to the van and the blue car. Between them, it's loose industrial loot. It's spawned all across here. Now we're right here on the main road, which is where you usually spawn as a scav. All along this line here. On these pallets and slabs right here you can find the military tubes as well as other spawns as TNT, stuff like that, termite. I always check these when I am playing scav. We are now closer to the south side of the map. Right here is the tunnel extract that you need a scav to extract with. As well as behind this mountain is the southern road, or the southern landslide. So if you come to this bus right here, there is a box. I can spawn VPX, Vertex. I got a mule from here. Those stems, high value loot in that box. As you can see, we're back to the broken house. You see the broken house right there. We are on the southwest of the map. Here is the lighthouse. There's the fishing huts. Right on this hill, there's a stash right here. The reason I want to show you the fishing huts is because a lot of people don't even come here because they're too busy going over to the chalet and the resort. Then you come to this fishing hut with the skull on it. Another broken box right here that can spawn the industrial loot, car batteries, etc. You come inside, you have some gold spawns right here. They'll be like inside the carpet kinda here. Or the jacket, I guess, military jacket. Duffel bag. Dim spawns right here. I think the toolbox is right here. Here you can find the fuel. The blue jerry cans. Then you come over to the second hut. Right here I found the moonshine ones. Right here. And right here I found streamer items before, like fire clean, fire steel, these tables. Now if you come over here to these two cars, you can jump on top of this, and jump inside, and it spawns stuff all over in this truck. As you can see, there's a propane tank back here right now. But I found dry fuel, TNT in there, stuff like that, which is good money. Same with this one right here. Jump on the box, jump in the truck. Can be fuel here, it can be dry fuel, all that stuff. Right here you have a spawn for condensed milk, a duffel bag. There's also a task to run past this truck towards this car on the right, and then run back again while the sniper scav shoots at you. Now by this big rock, by the lighthouse, there's a stash right here. We come over here on the east side of the map. There is a small little island here. There's a stash right there in that bush. If you choose to run around with the shore and you have the Southern Road extract, this is where Southern Road extract is, as well as Scav's Southern extract is right there. Before you come up to the Southern extract, you have a stash right here that you can loot. You can spawn some good stuff here. I've seen dry fuel. Also inside, got food spawns. That will be it for the Southern Road loot. We're gonna make our way to the heli crash. Alright, so we made our way up the mountain from where the two cars are, following the path. When you come up towards the helicopter crash, if you come up here on the left side, there is a stash inside this bush right here. That's a range, that's 30k right there. I usually never see anybody loot that stash. And you can just follow the smoke to the helicopter crash, where you can find stims, golden stars. I found 2-3 IASAs and scavrons. But right before we go to the helicopter crash, I'm just gonna make my way over the rocks here. If you go right here, this is right above the tunnel extract that you need a scav for. There's another barrel stash. Got a paracord. We're now at the helicopter crash. You have a toolbox right here. There's a med box. And then right here it spawns all kind of med items. Golden stars. And like I just got the painkillers. And I also got a golden star around right there. You gotta look really carefully because the golden stars are very small and easy to miss. ISA spawns always right here, next to the heli. Right here by the helicopter, you can get some good spawns in the chair, like we got a teapot. And before you come to the main chalet house, go to the right, will be a stash. So if you see the car right here, you just go in a straight line to this rock, and it's right here in the bush. We're now at the main chalet area, where there will be most PvP, most players will loot this. And if you want a higher chance of this not being looted, I would suggest going nighttime, even on your scav. There is so many good loot spawns here. We're just gonna start off going to the right. Right here you can find a roller, bitcoins, all kind of gold spawns. On this side you got a safe. I found a stim right here before. And before we do the main area here, we're gonna come around, go into this little side hut. Because right here you can also spawn bitcoins on this table. Then you wanna come over to this garage. Right here it spawns military tech loot. Right there we got a radio. In here it spawns industrial stuff. Military tech loot. I got a tank battery right here. Military hoses around here. Behind the truck in the wheelbarrow. well as right here. Then you can come this side door on this shelf right here. ASA right now. I also can spawn bitcoins. And then I can go around the house. It's easier to start from the outside. In case there's players inside. And come check this box right here, where I found most of my bitcoins. And there's a bitcoin there right now. It spawns bitcoins often in this box. I'm gonna go to the tennis court real quick before we go inside the house. Over here on this table too, military loot spawns. Here you got weapon attachments in this shelf, as well as the M4 spawn here, which can also spawn with attachments on it. There's also a quest right here for therapists called Lost Contact, I think. Where you gotta find these bodies. We'll start right here from the outside. This body right here can spawn bitcoins, pro kills, rollers, all kind of good stuff. Then you have some med spawns here. Let's head upstairs. And so when you come up here, you can take a right, go all the way to the end, and the left door, you have a little cinema area, where you can spawn food, drinks. I'm not sure if you can spawn bitcoins and stuff here, but you have like some tech loot here, you have like a water filter. And we're coming up to the main floor, where this table right here can spawn bitcoins, VPX, vertexes. Then with these chairs here in the back, we got a hollow site. I'm gonna head upstairs. Right here you can spawn VPX. Okay, now we're gonna head back down again to this floor, the same floor as the cinema. Turn around, go through this. Right here you can spawn LEDXs, ophthalmoscopes. That's basically it for this house. A lot of high tier spawns. And if you come down here, on top of this box as well, you have gold chains and spawn good spawns. Now we're gonna head to the next building, which is the back building of the resort. That is the main resort building, and this is the back building. There's two places we're checking in here. First is the garage. These shelves right here, water filters and stuff like that spawn here. Always nice to have. And then the main area is up here on this table. Table and in this chair. And there will be a ASA spawn in this broken box right here. And this main resort isn't really worth looting if you're going for high tier stuff. Unless you're a scav and you want to get some duffel bags and stuff. There isn't really much military tech and bitcoins in this area. There's two safes though, and the keys aren't really that expensive. So they're worth picking up if you want to have some extra loot. There is one spawn in the back here. On this shelf you can get lions and cats. But if you do get the safe keys, you can come upstairs onto the back room here. And one of the safes are right here. Alright, then you come from that safe over here, run to the other side. You got the second safe right here. A roller. Yes. And that's it for this building. Then you wanna come over here. Right here I found a roller. All these chairs here can spawn gold loot. I've gotten a vertex right here on this chair before. So there's military tech spawns here and gold spawns. I'm gonna come down to this building here, which is where I found my last stim for samples. The task from Peacekeeper. I found my L1 stim in this building. Come to the back room. And you check the floor here for stims. The med box right here. We're now right above village, and the next part of this loot guide will be village. Starting off the village loot, we're gonna come down to this brick building. You go into this back door. You will come upstairs. And right here, you'll spawn a lot of good military tech loot all around this table and stuff. As you can see, an ASA right here. You can spawn graphics cards. And this room right here on this table as well. You can spawn intelligence folders, defuel, some guns. Usually I've seen AKs. And that's it for the brick house. If you want to check this garage, there's a jacket here. You can spawn fuel in here. As well as, of course, bolts and other good things. I always pick up bolts, screw nuts, stuff like that. It spawns bleach and like clean vipers here often too, which is for a task. Running down along the brick house, you have Seaside house, which is also a very expensive key. Again, I traded this for like 8 military filters. I overpaid this a lot. I probably paid like 5 mil for this key value. But when you come in here, you have some tech spawns right here under the table, as well as here, and then inside the sink in this room. I'm gonna head down here to the 2-story building. There's 2 main spots here you wanna loot. You come down on the left side, all the way in this corner here, this box. I've gotten a graphics card, as well as an ASA. Then on the right side, when you go upstairs, come through here. Because there's a roller right here right now. I found an ASA here, Bitcoin, next to the laptop. And then as well on the bed. So that's the village done. I'm gonna add this part here with village, so you can see where the task is to find Jaeger's friend on Lighthouse. You come through this gate. Also a good spawn here, by the way, for dry fuel on this table. Look, we got some termite right here. I always check that. But yeah, right here by the broken swing. This is where Jaeger's friend is. And then there's a letter you pick up right under the door for the task. We're now on the back side towards the mountain. And there is a van right here in the water. And inside this little box, you can get some good stuff. Got some euros right now. But I found stims here. There's been a silver badge. If you wanna extract now, after gotten all this loot, and don't wanna go to the rogue area, if you have the extract path to Shoreline, you can go behind the cabins all the way in the end on the right side. Basically behind the brick house that we looted earlier. You just go all the way down and you will get to path to Shoreline. You can also go up here and go on the right and follow around like that. We're gonna come back out on the road now. I'm gonna head to the water treatment plant. Now you gotta watch out because there's mines all along here, as well as in the grass right there before warehouse 1. So what you will do, if you want to kill these rogues in the turrets, is you sit on the rock up there and you snipe the furthest turret guy first, then you shoot that guy. If he goes down, you can just wait on this rock for like a minute or two. He'll go back up on the turret and then you can headshot him too. Then you can just run around here, come up the stairs. You will check this box right here. Can be VPX, bitcoins in that. And if you have killed the turret on this roof in the back, and this guy, you can come up and loot this rogue. Lay down, loot him. So here is one of your tankers for the quest on the front side of water treatment. You'll also have 1 to 2 rogues on this rooftop. But if you come along this fence, you should not get shot at. And watch out, because right here on the right, there's mines right here. If you're gonna go up in the mountains, you will have to jump up the rocks, because you will blow up right here. So you're totally safe around this side, there's no mines. When you come into the water treatment plant, and you're on the road, there are roaming rogues around this area and behind the helicopter. Which, this is another task. I don't remember who it was for, but there is a task to scout the helicopter and you gotta mark it. So if you're doing that task, bring a marker and you mark this helicopter. But there are roaming rogues all around here. If you're a USEC, you can kinda be close, they will ask you to leave. And if you run away, you should be fine. But if you're a bear, you'll get shot on sight. So then you gotta watch out for... There's a turret right here. There's a rogue on the roof, sniper. There's a turret like on this building right there. And then you have the roaming ones that goes around the building. That's where the helicopter is for that task. You also have mines. All along this little hill right here. There's all mines. They'll blow up if you go there. And come over and mark this. If you have already aggroed the rogues, it's way safer to go on the outside like this. And then come in and mark it. Alright, now that we're inside the water treatment, we're gonna start off on this warehouse 3. They're all marked. Pretty sure that's 3, that's 2, and then 1's over there. You come into warehouse 3. This broken box right here can spawn a lot of good stuff, bitcoins. Then we're gonna come up here on the right side. Another broken box. As you can see right now, we found another bitcoin. Alright, from this box we're gonna turn around. You're gonna run along here, look on the ground. Put up the box right here. Alright, we're gonna head out now. So this is probably the most dangerous area of Lighthouse. You have roaming rogues around warehouse 2. On this side, inside, you have a rogue on this turret and one on the back turret. So if you don't want to risk it and loot this warehouse, you have the car extraction on the right side. So what you could do is you could run like this. Come over here. Go along the pipe and just make your way up there. If you haven't aggroed the rogues, you should be fine anyways. As a USEC. And then the car extractions will be all the way in the end. But now for warehouse 2. Alright, so we're gonna come over up here. In this corner right here can be graphics cards, as well as over here on the boxes here. And then if you have the task to find the 2 datas inside the rogue buildings, because the document... So your task in the warehouse 2 building is right here. For the data. So again, we're gonna run along the side. Look for loot on the ground. Gonna come down here, check these shelves right here. A relay. You can spawn military tubes here as well. Then we also want to check this box here. And then there's a little place in the corner. I don't see a lot of people loot. We can also find a lot of good stuff. Tech loot. Industrial loot. Another place not a lot of people check is inside this little caged area. This box right here. Can also be military cables, because that's what I've got in there. I don't have that much time left on this raid. We're gonna head over to Warehouse 1. Warehouse 1 doesn't really have many good spawns. There is one. And that's about it. But this is probably also the safest... it's probably the safest warehouse to go to. Because all you have here is rogues on the roof. One on this turret, one on the other side. So if you come from the side, you'll be fine. Northern checkpoint extract is over there. And as you heard, the armored train, it's right here. It's leaving right now. Remember, player scavs always come around this area and take the train to leave because they're looting the Trainyard. So you have a high chance of meeting player scavs. There's also a minefield right in these bushes here. So never run straight across. Either run to the right a little bit and up, or run to the left and up here. So watch out for the rogues. Also at Warehouse 1, you have this broken crate here. It's spawn Aces. Right here in this shelf is one part of your task for the data. The only real good loot spot in Warehouse 1 is over in this corner. You see, we found a GP coin here. When you come out from Warehouse 1 on the front side, there's another broken crate here on the left. We got a military cable. The military tech loot there. We have another one here, another broken box. Oh, I got something. It's hidden in the box. Let's see. Anyways, there's spawns good stuff in there. And this door in the middle of the cabins, it's the rogue USEC stash. I got some weapon boxes inside it. Oh, it's nice to loot. These green ones can spawn red rebels. I'm gonna add this as a little bonus so you can see some more stashes. Remember we walked over here towards the water treatment plant before? There's the van we looted. We're now on the back side of the cabins village at the shoreline over there. If you come up on the mountain, this is the easiest way to get around to train station without any attention. Just watch out right here. There's mines. There's even a warning sign right there. If you walk in the middle of both sides, you'll be completely fine. And there's a stash right here in the middle. There you can see the back building of Warehouse 3. Follow this water. So just to show you guys where we are right now. There's the back building, Warehouse 2, Warehouse 1, Trainyard. We're basically on the back side, right next to car extract. There's a second stash. Then you can keep running along the rocks. It'll be right here on the back side of the building. If you haven't aggroed the rogues, you're completely safe. The roaming rogues can't see you. You just run over here and jump over these rocks and bang. Completely safe. There's a car extract, get some scav rep, you're out. Right next to Warehouse 2, right here, is the industrial zone gates extract for player scavs. And rogues don't really aggro on player scavs either. They're pretty neutral. But if one player scav do shoot at a rogue, they target all of you. So a random player scav can shoot at a rogue and you'll get shot too. So be careful when that happens and you hear shots. We're now at the Trainyard. Right there is where the armored train will come up at the end of the raid. And start here on the right side. There's some good weapon attachment spawns and such down here. We got a box. I've gotten a slick out of this box. There's a stash in the back here, in the bush. Should be a barrel. Then I'll come back around. Check these for defuels and stuff like that. Hermit. Check this box. And if you need food, there's a good food spawn over here in the back. Get food here pretty often. Alright, we're running along the right side of the containers. Just staying away from a lot of noise. If you do need food, there's a food box right there on top of the truck. You can jump up from the other side. So there's a task to mark these, as well as marking this one right here. Another broken box right here by one of the tankers. And so if you turn around from this tanker, you go here to the right of this tree, straight towards this bush. There'll be a stash right under you. We're gonna run over here to the train station. A lot of fuel spawns, there you go. A lot of fuel spawns right here. And I've gotten a military tube right on this box. If you manage to do this full loot run without dying, you're probably gonna end up with 2 to 3 million rubles per run. These boxes here, good to loot. Right here is where the armored train will come. And right here I found fuel as well. Outside in these boxes. The broken box again. Good spawns. And you come inside. More spawns for industrial loot. Military houses. Found SSDs on this table. So you just look around in between. Then you can come here on the back side. This is where northern checkpoint extract is. We're now at the front side of the train yard. Thermometer. I found a GPU twice in this duffel bag. I think it's just random because I think all duffel bags are the same spawns. But always check duffel bags anyways, since they can spawn graphics cards. And you also have some food spawns over here. I mean, I already showed you guys a few. But if you need some, there's some right here. A rat cola. And that is it for the train yard. Alright, last part of the guide. You're inside the water treatment plant. You have killed this turret guy. You killed that guy. You killed this guy. And all the rogues. You wanna come inside. And when you come down to the first tent, you can spawn aces, goals, weapon attachments all along here. You got a Bitcoin spawn over here. If you haven't killed the far turret guy, he might shoot at you when you go out here. Yeah, right on top here, there is a Bitcoin spawn. Right here you can spawn an ASA. Alright, we're gonna run down right here into this little cabin inside this box. You can spawn ASAs and all kind of military loot. We got L1 there right now, so it spawns stims too. This little building on the roof. There is a Bitcoin spawn up here, but it's not really worth checking, because if there's some rogues alive, you are gonna die. But I'm pretty sure the Bitcoin spawn either on this chair or this barrel. Then we can come back where we came from. And this broken crate can also have bitcoins and AISA. And that's about it. That is the full loot guide of Lighthouse. You can pick where you want to go, what route you want to take, where you want to loot. I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. This took me a really long time to put together. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed it. I'm Kenneth signing out. Peace.